Happy Sunday and welcome back to DoorDash Droppers Live or whatever gig apps you work. I'm your host, Mr.BetonYou. We do this live show every single Sunday for maybe 2.5 years now, plus minus some weeks. And appreciate you guys for being here today. If you're out and you're making money, hope you're making good money, hope you're being safe. If you're up in the crib with your feet up on the couch, I know there's at least one of y'all that's in the crib, maybe watching on TV, feet up on the couch. It's a Sunday, great way to end the week, right? So got some things in my mind, things I'm going to reference. I want to do a little bit of a Q&A with you guys today, maybe put some things up on the screen, answer some questions. But I'm going to keep it a buck. I always got to keep it a buck with you guys. You got to be honest. I didn't want to do this live tonight. I did not want to go live. I just didn't, but I'm going to tell you why I did in a second. So hit that thumbs up for the honesty and transparency. Been a long weekend. Not a bad one, but a long one. And sometimes I just didn't want to do it. Cray, appreciate you for being a member for 10 months. Shout out to Cray Nay. But I realized that there are enough people that enjoy these Sunday lives. And I said, just because I don't want to do it or I don't feel like I'm in the mood doesn't mean you don't do something, Pedro. Like sometimes we got to do what we got to do. Sometimes it's important to do things even when you're not really geared up for them. Because once I go live and I see the people in here and we start vibing, it's all good. But I did not want to go live today. Today was kind of a chill day. Watched some basketball, hung out a little bit, spent time with Ruby. If this cough doesn't go away, I think I'm going to end this YouTube channel because at this point, I'm coughing just when I'm talking on YouTube. And it's literally makes me want to take my hair and pull it out of my goddamn scalp. Okay. Told you I didn't want to go live tonight. I got to be honest with y'all. Not in the mood, but I am here. And I never fake it. I don't believe in faking it for people. We all have those days where you're just like, man, you're not really in the mood to do something. But like you realize, like I feel like I have a responsibility sometimes to go live, make the videos, like, Let me say hi to you guys. Chuck, what up? Boosted, delivering with Carrie. We are all in this together. Oh, yeah. I'm not complaining. Just one of them days. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll just chill. Maybe I won't do a live. I can do that. And I was like, nah. There's enough people that look forward to these. And start this over. What up, Eric? James? Bro, I'm about to almost just cut this live off, if I'm being honest with you guys. The topic basically is reality check, Q&A. I don't know. If I keep coughing, I'm gonna shut it off. What up, Welty's in the house? Let me see. James, Plug Dro, Sam, Deborah, Christopher Taylor, always good to see you, man. Lee, who else we got in here? James, Eric, Gig Gal, what up, Tatiana, Boosted, FDA, what's up, bro? Cray. Some guy named Sam Lee. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Kevin, James, Welty, what's up, bro? Okay, let's just get into it. I'm not going to be a bitch. All right, so no offense to all the female dogs out there, but it is what it is. I'm not the one of that. Reality check. I did a video yesterday talking about my boy Aaron Giggs, formerly known Uber Lyft Phoenix. And he's struggling, man, and I hate that for any driver. He's had a struggle in this market. We did a live. He was on the show, and then we made some videos back and forth, and he thinks that this works is sustainable, and I don't think any of us should be doing this for all of your income for a long period of time. I'm not going to get into that. You guys know how I feel about it, and we can all have opinions and feelings and different goals, and that's okay. But I'm very based in what I say, and I just tell it how it is, and that's my opinion for the general population of the gig economy workers, right? If you're doing this and this is all you're doing, at some point your bubble's gonna pop. It's not a helium balloon. Don't last that long. It is what it is. Anyways, he's struggling. So I made a video yesterday about reality checks. I think a lot of us in the gig economy, even myself included, when I'm talking about us, I'm talking about me as well, and my personal experiences and what I see and how I feel, right? I think a lot of us, we get caught up in those moments of, I had a great day, I had a bad day. And it's like, I think a lot of us have a false sense of reality of what the gig economy is, how the companies view us, and how really interchangeable we are or expendable we are. We don't look at what the future holds autonomously, the AIs, the algorithms, all that kind of stuff. I really believe that. And part of me and part of my growth on this channel and why I keep making videos is I like to give that message out there to challenge you as a viewer, as a gig driver, and to also challenge myself and show you guys what I'm doing every single day and the progression of certain things and how I'm striving to work less. And anyways, I don't want to get into that because if you're here, you've known about that. And if you're new here, you can watch some old videos. I talk about it often, right? But what is a reality check, and have you had it yet? Many of you guys email me, message me, talking about what's going on in your markets, the hardships. Many of you guys have had success stories. Hey, I'm not doing this anymore, but now I'm doing this career, or I got my trade, or I got my degree, or I got my W-2, or I got whatever. And you use this as a gap. That's what this is for. And I love to hear the positive stories. But I'm starting to see a trend of not starting to see a trend of not positive. People having a bad experience. Gig gal, appreciate that. And put that up there. Hold on. How do I do that? There it is. You and my son have been sick the same amount of time. I don't know why. Man, gig gal. So it is what it is. Somebody told me I have bronchitis. I have no idea. Physically, I feel fine. It's just a little bit of a cough. But okay, let me continue here. I appreciate the $4.99. Thank you. I'm starting to see people that are still staying in it that didn't think about these things last year. They're starting to really struggle. And the saturation issues and people with fake accounts and the bots and the deactivations and this and that. I'll share something with you guys before I start the Q&A. On Friday when I worked, I had the Curry app. And on Thursday, I did a run. I went live for a little bit. Some of you guys that are here were probably there. And I also made a video talking about Curry, the good, the bad, the pros, the cons. I've done, I've given the app a very honest review of my first I've done 15 or 16 deliveries. Friday, I opened my app and it was active, but I didn't see anything. And then by about 10 a.m., it said I was deactivated for inactivity. And the Curry app tells you if you don't do any runs in 90 days, it can do that. And then you can email a reactivate team. So I did that, and it took several hours for them to get back to me. Now, long story short, I wasn't deactivated. It had to have been some kind of glitch, right? But looking at that, it gave me a sense of a reality check because that same day, one person, but others throughout the course of time on this channel have emailed me saying they were wrongfully deactivated from DoorDash or Grubhub or Spark or Instacart, whatever, or they can't get on and they can't figure out why. And me looking at the interface of that Curry app thinking, damn, did they see one of my videos? Because I know I've talked to people, they have watched some of the older ones. Did I violate some terms of service, some community guidelines? I'm reading about things on the app. I'm like, oh man, they must not like what I'm saying about that app. But that wouldn't deactivate me for that. I'm thinking, oh man, it's possible. Technically, maybe I said something I shouldn't have said. Anyways, I'm still on the app. I'm not deactivated. My point is this, looking at that gave me a check like, man, that was an AI glitch or AI triggered whatever, right? The same thing happens with DoorDash and Grubhub and Instacart and Walmart Spark or whatever app. There's all of them have a sense of AI behind them, and there's not a real person that's usually making that decision or making that glitch happen or not happen or whatever. You guys get what I'm saying? So we're so dependent upon an app being able to make money and turn it on and being still active on it. It's a little bit of a reality check for me. I want to have a little bit more control over my movements. And now listen, you can have a W-2 and they can fire you if you're at work state, I think they call it, or at will or whatever. They can fire you almost for no cause, no reason, unless you're like part of a union or some kind of thing like that where there's protections. And we don't have a lot, especially in the gig economy. I could fire my apps on tomorrow. I could be deactivated, or I could be. I'm so dependent upon. Many of us are dependent upon that good order. A lot of us are cherry pickers, but just not a lot of cherries to pick anymore. So we got to get this app. We got to get that app. We got to get this app. And before you know it, if you're somebody like Aaron, who will live Phoenix, which self-admitted today in the comments section, Pedro, I think you were right. He did this for so long, and many of us can do it for so long. Or maybe you've only been doing it 6 months and you feel like, oh man, I make $200 every day. That's not going to last for most of you guys. So that's why I always talk about, what are we doing for ourselves to set ourselves up? Reality check. Have you had it? Are you going to have it? I'm beginning to have more and more of them as time is going on. What up, Cheeky? Biscuit Butt. I'll get some shout outs in a minute. I'm starting to have more reality checks as far as like how I really view the app and the sustainability of it. And I've been thinking about this for a while, talking about it for probably about a year and probably about a little over the last year. What's the next move, guys? What's the next move? And there's one more thing I'm going to reference before we get into the Q&A part and just vibing with you guys and seeing what you guys have in your mind. That's kind of what I want to do tonight. So if you got some things, you got questions bubbling up, put them in the chat in a little minute here. I see comments, usually on my channel, but even other people's channels that might talk about me in a negative way, or they say this, or he's been doing it for 4 years, or he has a YouTube channel, so he can say that. Yes, I have a YouTube channel. I make money on YouTube. You can't just dismiss that major factor of how I move and how I make money and how I provide. It's weird. Yeah, I've been in the gig economy 4 years, full time for 3, a little over 3. And I've had weeks and months where I work more than others, and a week or two I might take off. I might go here. I might do this. I might do that. I like the fluidity of it, the freedom of being able to move in and out of markets, turn an app off for a week or two, not do it, come back to it. I like that. And that's why I stay, right? And also my monetization on YouTube is highly based on staying and being in the gig economy, but that won't last forever. And doing this for 3 years and talking about stepping stones, some people get really offended by that. Well, he talks about stepping stones, but he's not doing anything different. I do a lot of things different. But I get why, people have their reality checks, like we're talking tonight, at different phases and times. And not everybody's going to have them at the same time. We all have different experiences, right? But I want to continue, and I will continue every few months or so to just remind us of that, remind you of that. Because I think these apps do a really good job of keeping us in one position to where you'll make about the same amount of money, which can be fine. We all come to this work for different reasons. And most people don't even do this full time. So when I'm talking to the ones that get really mad about sustainable, I say it's not sustainable. You shouldn't do it. It'd be all of your income. I don't know why people get so triggered with that, but I think it's because they know that I'm speaking the truth. The truth hurts. So for those ones that are like, this is all they do, it's all their money. Like I understand, you realize at some point you will have to stop, and you might have to go to a W-2, or you might have to do the app that you don't like, or you might, that day will come. And I'm just trying to be the best Paul Revere that I can, coming in on my horse, just saying, hey, think about something else. They're coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. And maybe I don't need to do that. That's not my responsibility necessarily, but that's how I look at the gig economy. This cough, I'm literally about to end this live. I don't know if I can do this with this shit in I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's so annoying that I'm like, I can't get past it right now. It's such an annoyance, and I'm really trying hard to be here for y'all, but it is so fucking annoying to have this. And listen, I just keep it a buck. I don't care. Oh my God, What up, Matt? I've always respected. Oh my fucking God. I've always respected that you were willing to voice an unpopular opinion among each other. I mean, that's just my viewpoint. I don't make this channel to get people to like me or agree with me. I just say what I got going on, and sometimes you'll vibe with it, sometimes people won't. That's okay. I think that's why a lot of you guys watch, because I'm just gonna keep it real, and I'm gonna, even if I'm not feeling up to something, I'm gonna share. I got that. Anyways, this call. Dude, my daughter's coughing. Like, I don't know. I might end this live. I'm about 30 seconds away from making that decision. Go to bed. Fastest shopper alive. Who's that? Oh, that must be you talking about Cray Cray, because you've been doing. Listen. That's all I got. Sorry, guys. I'm not up for it tonight. I tried. This cough has got me in my head. I want to give you guys a good show, but if I'm going to keep coughing and not feeling like it, I don't want to give you subpar content. I want to be engaged with you guys. Tonight's not the night. Y'all have a great night. Somebody else is live. Go show them some love and support. I'm going to go chill, reset my brain for this coming up week. I physically feel fine, but I'm so irritated by a cough that I can't get past it. And I want to be present for you guys when I do these shows. I hope you guys can understand that. I'm not going to sit here and fake the funk with you guys. I will never do that. Y'all have a great night.